were you talking about earlier? Hair paint?
Oh yeah, that's accompanies me every season.
I love it. The timeout right to the rim for Nimari Burnett.
Now watch Burnett. He'll space out, cross up, and go to the hole like he means it. Gives him an extra second to get that jumper off. Very subtle, but really effective.
Now good hands for Burnett, going one-on-one, and that'll count. AB hit him, and Burnett finished anyway.
Man, you gotta be careful with this, though. Watch Burnett.
Would have been his second three of this half. Well, off the bounce, Burnett. He gets in on it. 12 threes for Michigan.
Kamwa's picked up right where he left off, Dane.
I'm just so impressed with his energy, with his presence. He got beat off the dribble there.
13-11 St. John's. Burnett down the lane and jams it with two hands.
What a great find.
Reed.
That's one of the favorite plays of all teams now. Screen and the dribble handoff, and why not to this guy? Goodness. Got to close out and control him. And right here, the little step back. Kids do this so well.
Trying to get it to Traore, but Doug McDaniel gets a hand in there. Here go the Wolverines. Burnett throws it down. But Long Beach State, they stuck around in this game. Look at it.
Kamwa, great pass to Burnett.
Sahonis quickly the other way. Tries to get it in the corner, gets a deflection. Barnett comes away with the ball. Get it to McDaniel. McDaniel. Now to Kamwa. Kamwa with the two-hand slam.
Here's Walton on the attack. Reverses to the left hand. Misfired.
And I think Walton had the right hand layup.
Oh, beautiful feed, Kamwa to Burnett. This side of the floor. Less than 9 to go, first half. Burnett sticks a long three.
Half, and he's gotten it done in a multitude of ways. Excellent catch and shoot game.
Still looking for his first bucket tonight. Oh, rejected by Burnett. Walton, get that one out of here. There's a foul, though, after the offensive rebound.
This is great.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of this going forward.
Reed Jr. down low. Burnett cutting. Jackson, the pump fake. Jackson, the flush.
He's giving Oregon some big-time minutes. He wasn't expected to play at all here today, but he's come in and given them a nice lift.
Largest has been 6 this afternoon. Burnett open for a three. Oh, rings home a big one.
Oh, that was deep.
Now it's Walker. 2 on the shot clock. Walker lost it. And now Michigan can run if they so choose. At the rim, it's Reed. One name that has to play great tonight, Terrace Reed. So far, Reed showing up and then some.
When the ball is sticking, they haven't reversed it at all. 5 to shoot. Burnett weaving through. In on Crick, he gets it to go and draws the foul. What a great hoop there from Nimari Burnett late in the shot clock.
Nice job by Burnett. And a good job of flashing. We talked about the fact that it was going nowhere. Once you get the ball in the gut of that defense, your options open up. And Burnett able to turn the corner.
Here is Harding working on Cheddar, and Harding loses it. Burnett the other way now for Michigan. Burnett strong to the hoop and lays it in.
And Kamwa has it for Michigan. Boy, they were lucky to even have an opportunity to shoot the ball. That was not an initial good passing decision by Sanford.
Burnett with a 3, nothing but net. Burnett into double figures with a dozen. 6 to shoot. Burnett working on Dix. In the corner, Williams got it. Terrence Williams the second, I can completely relate to. Terrace Reed with an exclamation point.
Burnett with a feed, nice finish. Wriggling underneath Williams again. Michigan by 1, but Florida has the ball. Under 90 seconds left in OT. Pulling, blocked by Burnett, another big play.
You got to be able to take care of that basketball. Now left corner, Williams to the right side, Kamwa. Left point, Burnett tries a three, bangs down a three, and Michigan cuts the deficit to 3, 9-6. Hands off McDaniel near sideline. Game tied at 9, 15-23 left first half. Left wing, Burnett, a 25-footer that goes. 4 for 6, all from 3, 12-9 Michigan. Finally, Michigan comes up with it with Burnett coming up with the basketball. Burnett feed it to Cheddar inside, laid it up and in. What a great feed and find from Burnett to Cheddar. You in the driver's seat, put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Playmaking by Reed. Looking at your center, putting it on the deck and spraying cross court for an open look.
Burnett, tough shot, NBA looking shot. Nothing but net.
Yeah.
Hawkins able to keep the pivot foot alive just barely. Burnett steals it away. Gives it back to McDaniel. Now Reed wants the basketball instead.
I got smoked. And when I saw that nothing happened, it was like, all right, I'm good to go. And that was it for me. But everybody's different. Wow, Michigan in transition has created gobs of points here.
Power, his length, giving him some problems. McDaniel. Tight ropes the baseline. 5 to shoot. Burnett driving, floating off the window, and
Burnett right here challenging Akpara right here. And he was able to finish because he got into the body and the chest of Akpara, pushed him back a little bit. That negates.
Burnett 3, and hits.
The swing, square up, pretty good stroke by Burnett, who's a 33% three-point shooter, but that time, right over the outstretched arms of Bruce Thornton and the bench, Jason Howard.
12 to shoot now. Entry for Kamwa. Here's Burnett. Knocks down a 3. Good screen right there.
Michigan working methodically. 20 seconds gone to the clock. And there's a way to get right with Burnett on the dunk.
Doors got to the basket twice, just hasn't been able to finish, but not bad shots. Here's Burnett. Shovels to Reed for the flush. Michigan playing in transition with some pace. Wall stumbles down, trying to get rid of it to Klesmit. Loose ball, and numbers now for Michigan. Burnett to the other end. Misses the shot. Cheddar there to clean it up and put it in. Boy, good hustle right there. Shot clock down to 10 for Williams. Burnett will try. Got to look at 3, and he hits. Nimari Burnett, he's at 33% from behind the arc, and he drains that one. Well, will push it into the corner to Burnett. Burnett looking baseline. Tough fade away for Burnett, and he rattles it home. Nimari Burnett with 15.
Duke in the Sweet 16 for about 26, but he was not a scorer at this level.
Burnett up ahead, Llewellyn behind the back. Great fast break.
Kamwa. Back to Burnett. Deals it down with a two-hand jazz. And one.
Because when you can beat your initial player off the dribble, now help has to come. You put a team in rotation.
Burnett fades away to quiet this crowd. Burnett, the second straight crowd quieter from Nimari Burnett.
Reed Perry, got to feed the big fella in that situation.
Burnett the transition 3, and Nimari Burnett with 10.
Latter part of the first half.
Finding a lot of holes against that zone. Burnett will try from 3 again, and he hit. He knew it was in. Burnett back in his hometown of Chicago. Floor.
Burnett, doesn't matter. Defense right in his face, nothing but nylon.
Williams against Warrior. Burnett's outside, his 3, good! Back and forth we go.
Shot. Everybody follows Edey, and when you run to that spot where Edey was, just go.
Burnett curling off balance. Marvelous finish by Burnett.
Not sure many teams could have withstood what this team has had to deal with this year. Thornton from his backside somehow is able to get it out, but Middleton coughs it up. Burnett with a right-handed jackhammer. Buckeyes lead as Michigan starting to show some fight on CBS.
Trey Jackson in there for Michigan. Here's McDaniel at the controls. Jackson around the horn. Burnett inside. Reed for two.
That's a great pass right there. Play by Nimari Burnett.
Well, you never really know what to expect on opening night. You never fully know what to expect when it's a brand new team, coaching staff, the whole thing. But through 25 minutes, it couldn't have gone much better. And Burnett, he's alone. And offense has been good for Dusty May.
Well, Nimari Burnett yet again with the deflection. Those long arms, that athleticism. And the Wolverines get close to that 80 possessions in a ball game. Well, defensive pressure is still impressive by the Wolverines.
And they're still getting to the deck. Cheddar.
Oh! Cheddar going full speed, and he gets the puppies together. 1-2, ooh. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you go to the hole, ladies and gentlemen. Let everybody feel you in the building.
In the half court.
The TCU foul went on David Punch, and here's Burnett for three. Nothing but net. Donaldson in the corner. White steps out on him. Top side, Burnett heaves and hits.
Air ball from Kraft, and here comes Michigan. Elite in transition, and there's a jam. Nimari Burnett puts Michigan on the board.
Not letting Ohio set up their defense. See the pass here by Gale, finished by Burnett above the rim. As we said, it's what he does best, moving without the ball.
That was a tight window. Burnett, the deflection. Scan. Golden for another jam. Burnett rotated over. Make the transition tray. Wolf on the run. 8-0 run.
We talked about Burnett making making the impact on the defensive end, rotating over, starting the break. Finding Wolf for the easy lay-in. Wolverines.
Miami, Ohio looked pretty good early in the game. All Michigan sends. Bounce pass. Burnett. Timeout Redhawks. 31-point lead.
Here's Donaldson. Burnett will try the three. And he'll hit.
That hurts if you're Tarleton State. That's a great defensive possession. That's what you have to do to this Michigan team is pressure them. That's what Wake Forest did and got them out of rhythm. Tried to make their decision-making tougher, but Nimari Burnett stays hot. 8 out of his last 12.
Reach in on. Hasn't been able to find that hot hand that he had in the first half when he hit 4 from range. 6 to shoot and taken away by Burnett. Ahead to Gale. Long pass ahead. Walters leading the field for 2.
Golden's already pulling on his jersey. It tells you a little bit about how fast and how much Xavier runs.
Up ahead, Roddy Gale. No, Wolf there for the follow.
Come on, man. Look at that.
5 to shoot. Burnett for 3. Got it.
Wow.
Nice feed. Wolf went right up with it. Open, down low, nice vision.
And guys love playing it, the little slip, guard to guard. Easy one inside, no shot blockers for Xavier. And Michigan really in control. One of the rare miscues by McKnight. He's pretty solid. He doesn't miss them like that often.
Down low, Golden all by himself.
Hot potato, Wolf gets it to Gale. Back to Burnett. He'll load up the three. Pure! That's quite the sequence. On the defensive end, he shuts that possession down.
Just this dribble drive. Roddy Gale getting to the teeth of this defense. You got Burnett starting top of the key. He ends up all the way on the left wing, getting away. Tough cover for Tanjay to help on the drive and then recover to the shooter. Got to the ball early. Got to get back. Michigan bringing it. Gale to the rim. Boy, that was like the Michigan State of old there. Off a made basket.
DJ Wagner turns the corner and draws the defense. That was really well done.
Donaldson, and the follow by Burnett to slam it home.
He's straight on, face guarded by Jackson. Couple of dribbles in, has it left of the lane, spins into the painted area, floats and scores from 6 feet. Tough shot, but Nimari makes it.
When playing with such a big lead, but tell you what, the Wolverines have came and they're engaged.
Left wing missed by Jackson, up ahead for a one-hand crunch. Michigan got out in transition after that. For Purdue, Fort Wayne takes it straight on. Banker, no. Loose ball, picked up Donaldson. Skips it up ahead, Burnett. Clean runway one, dribble, a jump, and a jam. Great find from Trey Donaldson.
Walter's doing a good job against McHenry.
Slide those feet at 6'10".
They made the switch and got the steal. Lob ahead to Donaldson in a nice finish. Burnett trying to get the steal, did an excellent job to save it, somehow from going out of bounds. Walters to the rim. You called it, you saw it, and they turned it into 2.
This team has excellent switchability 1 through 4. If they come together, they're able to compete.
Gale. Instead it's Burnett, and he strokes it from 3. And it's stolen. Nimari Burnett picks the pocket. Donaldson quickly ahead. Oh, one-hand putback. Baseline drive. Foul off the window, and you can count it.
Eric Mussman needs to be very careful right here. He's been hot on the sideline. He's been arguing every call for the last 4 possessions here. This one, really nice spin by Burnett.
Mack trying to use it, goes around. There's the switch. Quick hands, Burnett took it away.
As discussed.
And now tries to answer at the other end. The takeaway here, the three-pointer there.
He will.
Cheddar will. Nope. Jones fights for the rebound. Fresh shot clock. Burnett. Don't have the bigs out there. Does not matter. They go to the three-point game then.
After they lost to Indiana, they looked great yesterday against the Fighting Illini. They're pulling off the upset. Burnett drives for 2.
Let's get to the paint. By the way, we are #1 in the country in 2-point field goals, and his guys have responded. They have put their shoulders down, attacked.
Down low, Golden kicks it back out. Another skip pass. Burnett, man on skates, drives the 3.
Q with the 1-3-1, and you just can't do that against a team that passes this well. It goes inside, only 1 bounce, wide open 3, then right back into man-to-man. You just can't get your defense sucked in like that.
7-point deficit. Court right, down low, finds Asabor, blocked, and a jump ball is called. Boy, that's a risky move by Golden.
You are not kidding. I mean, he went after that with everything he had. Gets the call. But man, they're gambling keeping him on the floor. He goes straight up, but he's really aggressive right here. Good call, but so dangerous out front.
Burnett gets deep. Gale, largest lead of the game for Michigan, and a chance for 1 more.
Well, that's just a weight room play by number 11. Just tougher, more physical. Great look, slips along the baseline. See that pump fake and power right there, Jeff? You use the pump fake not only to get the defense off the floor. Watch this, right? Power dribble pump.
First of all, and then it's great reception by Ty Berry, recognizing the opportunity, embracing it. If Northwestern can get this Ty Berry, this Jalen Leach, it's Nimari Burnett with the and 1. If they can get this version of those 2 guys, this Northwestern team will be very dangerous. See, Nimari Burnett sees the miss. Martinelli's initiating the offense. You got a lot of switchable defenders. Not allowing Northwestern to run their offense.
Down the baseline and a two-hand jam for Nimari Burnett. Northwestern third on Donaldson.
See the ball going side to side. Twice in a row they ran the same action. First time it was a Roddy Gale layup. This time, Nick Martinelli falling asleep.
Baseline jumper. Off the heel. Batted out. Tracked down. Pippen tried to get a hand on it. Loose ball. Burnett to the bucket. And a two-hand jam.
Slowly.
Danny Wolf called for the foul.
But good hustle by Pippen. That time Burnett.
Here's Burnett, great outside shooter. That one doesn't go. Wolf keeps it alive though. Now down low, Gale lays it in.
And that was an area of concern in the first half for the Nittany Lions. But this basket by Gale comes as a result of an offensive rebound.
Looking at those turnover numbers today, he's out 3 of 4 behind the arc. And as Penn State now turns it over, it's Burnett ahead of the pack. He throws down the jam.
The last basket, rare turnover by Ace Baldwin, and it was the back tap by Donaldson which made it possible.
To take it away. Here's Bailey in the open court. Poked free. Good hands by Burnett. Donaldson accelerates past Somerville and gets the roll. 10 to shoot.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it to Golden there. It's too far away from the rim. Nice pass, though.
And good pass again by Burnett to Wolf. Really good ball movement.
Yes,
Late shot clock. And a timeout. Rutgers. They have one remaining.
So another empty trip for the Hoosiers. This is Burnett. Transition. Three splash.
Gotta know him.
Earned possessions. Kaysen not shy. Rebound Gale. Burnett. Book it.
Roddy Gale doing the little things here. Offensive rebound, skip cat pass across the floor. Nimari Burnett finally getting one to go, and Michigan right back at Purdue.
A little 2-2-1 look here. Slows Michigan down a touch.
This is Reuben Jones.
They'll take the turnover if they get it. Wow,
Burnett, deep shot.
Robbie doesn't envy many people, but the hops of Carr.
Yeah, we were most envious at shoot-around today.
To the rim, and an absolute engulfing of it by Burnett.
For Michigan State.
This is a guy that's got to get going, I think.
I'm going to miss. Rebound Donaldson. Michigan will run. On the kick to the wing. That's a three for Burnett.
And Golden ran to the rim.
Big placement creates it.
And he's running the floor, and we talked about Michigan State wants to get out and run. I'd say the Wolverines want. Those close quarters passes are not easy.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I didn't think it was nice pass.
Burnett. That was right on target. That's a touchdown.
How about the touch with the pass? Oh my goodness.
Michigan State's kind of losing their minds here a little bit.
That kind of pumped energy in the crowd. Then Williams hit a couple of threes. So important to get your home crowd engaged. Here's Golden. Great position inside. Down there, it's too easy.
Had a good look at three after all that. Kaysen chased it down. Burnett, great sweet look to Wolf. Cheddar was excellent in the first half. Hit 12 points off the bench. Burnett spins. And scores! With a chance for three.
Burnett's going to do all of the things. You know, sometimes people miss opportunities because it's dressed in overalls and it looks like work.
Gale to inbound. Finds Wolf. To Burnett for the win. So we wondered what the final sequence might look like. Wolf to Burnett, the deep three, and that's the dagger.
He shot that from deeper than Atlantis.
We talked about Burnett earlier in this game and the fact that he had only 2 points in Lincoln, and that we imagine he probably couldn't wait for this game to get here. He has 20 points and the game winner right there.
Rebound inside, claimed by Akachonis, swatted away by Wolf, picked up by Donaldson. Here come the Wolverines the other way, down by 6. Wolf on the wing. Burnett.
The block by Wolf, then they're able to recover the ball, and there's nobody in the picture with Burnett. That's a little too wide open for Brad Underwood.
Michigan needs to find some points. Drop off to Burnett for 2.
Really well-designed play coming out of that timeout.
Incredible. We're in March. It's Izzo time.
It is. There's that late little double. Good closeout. Burnett, they need one. They got it. It's a 3.
And he's got to play well. He got to really get hot.
Timer is down to 5. Holloman. Shot clock down to 2. Richardson stripped to the ball. Leak out. Burnett. Michigan, a thrilling win over the number 2 seed Maryland, 81-80. Donaldson pulling a Tyus Edney going the length of the floor. Jumper is good. It's Nimari Burnett with a down.